What's going on, everybody? Team G Sale back with another pickup video. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you hanging out with me in this 10:30 in the evening on a Friday, because that's the only time I had to film. Another pickup video today. A lot of really cool stuff. What I have been doing, guys, if you haven't noticed, in the description I have been putting timestamps. So if you're not really interested in books, just look at the timestamp and skip right to whatever you're interested in. I have usually books, VHSs, toys, and then video games. So feel free to just jump ahead if you don't really, I have been picking up a lot of books lately. I don't normally do this, but again, I'm not finding video games at the thrift store like I used to. So books are just something that I look through and try to keep an eye on. So otherwise, guys, let's just do what we always do. And I forgot, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'm on my way to 400 subscribers. And when I hit that, I will do a 400 subscriber pickup video. Smash the like button. I really appreciate the support. And comment below with anything that you see in this pickup or anything that you found lately at the thrift store or any cool things that you've come across out in the wild. So let's jump right into non-video game pickups, and we'll start with books again because there's a few this week and I'll try to go as quick as possible. So if books aren't your thing, check the timestamps and feel free to skip ahead right to the next section. Okay, I went in my quest. If you watched my previous video, which I will put a link above here. If you saw my previous video, I was scouring the city and province for sealed games at Shoppers Drug Mart, and I checked, and there was a Shoppers Drug Mart in Toulon, Manitoba, which is not super far from where I am. They also have a thrift store there, so I decided to head on up there. And I went to the thrift store. I didn't find a ton there, but I did find 3 books that were kind of cool. Their books were all 50 cents a piece, so I got a Gargoyle Stone Warriors rule book. So there's that. Gargoyle stuff is kind of cool, and on the back there's the price there, 50 cents. So, yep. And then I also got there another Gargoyles book. This one's called Demona's Revenge. 50 cents a pop. And then this is actually what caught my eye there. And it is a Game Boy Advance Wario Land 4 strategy guide by Scholastic. So, yeah, there's that. 50 cents. Kind of cool. I'll probably just sell it, or these are things I'll put at a convention and try to get rid of then. So I went to the Shoppers there, and no games. They're just too small. They don't carry them. So, whatever. I guess I found some books. Found a VHS too, but I'll have that after. Okay, it got to the point where I honestly forgot where I got a lot of these books from. But, so if I mix them up, yeah, there's just nothing I can really do about that. These were all at Value Village. And Value Village prices there, kids' books at $1.29. And again, if you buy 4, you get 1 free. So this one is an E.T. book. It's called E.T. The Book of the Green Planet. It's an older novel. I don't know, just looked cool and vintage. And, for $1, I picked it up. A couple Garfield books I needed this week to add to the collection. Garfield's Bigger Than Life. As most of you know, if you've been following me, I collect Garfield books, and I'm trying to get a complete set. I also got Garfield by the Pound. $1. I round to $1 because that 5th book is essentially free. And I got these. These are Full House books, and I've actually been finding a lot of these lately. I'll just try to resell these for $3-4 if I can get them at a convention. This is Full House Michelle, the Ghost in My Closet. Yeah. I mean, if you grew up in the 80s, 90s, you were definitely a fan. Full House Stephanie, Phone Call from a Flamingo. Kind of weird. And I also collect Berenstain Bears books. My son and I are trying to get the whole set. So here's the Berenstain Bears Happy Halloween. Had a huge Berenstain Bears book collection when I was a child. Berenstain Bears Pirate Adventure. And the Berenstain Bears and Too Much Birthday, one of their, here's a lesson book. So yeah, there's those ones there. Okay, the next set of books here, again, Value Village. I got a Simpsons Super Shindig comic book. There's that. Oh, I lied. This was MCC, because look right on the back there, it's 35 cents. So, my apologies. There's that Simpsons comic book. This was Value Village. One of the Peanuts books I still need, You've Come a Long Way, Snoopy. That was $1. Add that to my Peanuts collection. This was awesome. I've never seen these before. This is called a photo novel, and it's essentially a comic book. I'll show you if I can show you a page there. I guess this would be like an early graphic novel. And this is a Lord of the Rings one from the original cartoon film. This is awesome, and it was $1, and it's got some value. So I'm not selling that, though. That's getting added to the collection. I got Peter Griffin's Family Guy Guide to the Holidays for $1 at Value Village. Again, stuff that I'll put up at a convention and try to resell. I got some Calvin and Hobbes there. I got Weirdos from Another Planet. Looks like someone donated their Calvin and Hobbes collection because I got 3 of them. Again, I own these all already, so they're just getting sold. Something Under the Bed is Drooling. I found this many, many times now. Now, this one is a little more uncommon. It's Calvin and Hobbes Sunday Pages 1985 to 1995. This is a bigger book. I don't actually own this one, so I might actually just add this to the collection, but it was $1 at Value Village. Thank you, Value Village. All right. I got these books here all at the Darcy's Ark thrift stores, and they charge $1 each for their books. I got a Full House Stephanie P.S. Friends Forever book for $1. I love Darcy's Ark because their prices are great, but they just never really have a lot for video games. The Berenstain Bears at Camp Crush. Again, these are just books for my son. The Berenstain Bears, Bear Scouts in the Giant Bat Cave. Again, if you know me, I'm a pretty big Berenstain Bears fan. Berenstain Bears, Save That Back Scratcher. And then these 2 books I'd actually never seen before. They're called Garfield's Pet Force, The Outrageous Origin. I guess this is the first one. They're novels, actually. And then book 2, Pirate's Revenge. Not a lot of value, but it's Garfield, and it was $1. It's hard for me to turn down Garfield stuff. All right, these were all at the MCC store. The first one, the price is on the back there, was $2. And this is a Calvin and Hobbes, The Authoritative. I've had this before. I've sold it before. It's definitely worth more than $2. So there you go. Now these, I have to admit, I haven't seen these in years. They had a whole stack of comics and they had a price at $1 each. They had a lot of Mad magazines, but these ones stood out for me. These are Cracked magazines, and I actually had a subscription to Cracked when I was younger, so I grabbed the ones that I remembered. The first one is the Simpsons one. So these are actually cool, and some of them do have some value. The next one was the Back to the Future and Bill and Ted one. There's that one. I love the art on these. It's so cool. I'm actually going to keep these because they're just awesome to look at. I got the horror one, Monster Party, with Crash, Chase, and Jason on the front. And these are super cool. I wish they had more of them, but they only had 4. And the last one was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. So, yeah, just awesome magazines. If you have any experience with Cracked magazines, you remember those, let me know in the comments section. Those were definitely cool. And here's my last little pile. I got these at Salvation Army. They were 80 cents a piece. So Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie book. I love collecting these 80s, 90s movie books. I got a Gargoyles one, a Golden Gargoyles reader. I've actually never seen Gargoyles books like this before. This is kind of cool. And here's a Transformer one. I actually thought it might have had some value. It doesn't, but either way, it's pretty cool. 80 cents. I got a Pokemon Kalos Region Handbook. I like to sell these for $5 or so. And then again, I got it for 80 cents. I got a Simpsons Merry Christmas book. Definitely pretty cool. Simpsons stuff is always easy to sell. And I got a Harry Potter Hogwarts Cinematic Yearbook. For 80 cents. I'm going to hope to sell this. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, but I know there's a lot of them out there. And man, I remember this show. It like totally hit me as soon as I saw this book. This is Rupert Bear and the Dragon Sweets. Comment below if you remember Rupert Bear. I mean, I remember these cartoons on TV. I thought this book would have some value, but because I've never seen them before, but it doesn't. And the last little stack was Value Village, all Garfield books, all $1. I accidentally made the mistake of buying this book twice in 1 week because I didn't put it on my list, so now I have a double. I got Garfield's Out to Lunch for $1 at Value Village. I got Garfield Tips the Scale at Value Village for $1. I got the Garfield second Fat Cat 3-pack. There's a number of these. They're just combination of 3 books in one. This is the second one, which I didn't own. And the last one they had there actually did have some value, and it's the Garfield Fat Cat 3-pack Volume 4. It's a much bigger book. Looks like this. So there's that. And that's all the books I got this week at thrift stores. I got one CD this week. It was $1.25 at the MCC store. And this is the Baby Blue Sound Crew Private Party Volume 2. Baby Blue just basically got the rights to publish different other songs. So if you look at the set list on this, it's just well-known artists like, you know, AZ and SWV, Hey AZ, Mary J. Blige featuring the Locks. Really good music. So I'm happy to add it to $1. I'll just put it in my car and listen to it. Yes, I have a CD player in my car. I got one board game this week, and it was $4.99 at Value Village, and it's a sealed, brand new, never opened copy of the Game of Thrones card game. This actually holds some value. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, but not really the board game, so I'll probably end up just selling this or trading. But yeah, for $5 for sealed games, I'm not going to complain. I got some VHSs this week. The first two, I got them for $1 each at Super Thrift. This is a Marvel Superheroes The Amazing Spider-Man Gold Star VHS. I don't know, it just looked cool and it was $1. Spider-Man. And then I got Darkwing Duck, His Favorite Adventures for $1 again at Super Thrift. For 25 cents, I got these two at the thrift store in Toulon. I got Pinky and the Brain. So it actually has some value. And I have never seen this Pinky and the Brain VHS before, so that's why I grabbed it. And then I got a Boys to Men, Then to Now CD, or a VHS. Yeah, I've never seen this. It was $0.25, so why not? They had a deal. If you buy 10, you get them for $1, so 10 cents a piece, but I just couldn't find 10 I wanted. Okay, I mean, this VHS Neil got me. It was $2 at Value Village. This is the Banjo-Kazooie N64 special VHS tape. So yeah, $2. Thanks, Neil. Add that to the collection. That was cool, for sure. Don't see that one too often. Okay, and what else do I got here? Okay, this was at Super Thrift. Is there a price on it? There it is. 99 cents. I don't know if you can see it. This is a tagged Odie doll. Mrs. McDonald's one. Kind of cool, though. It's Odie. It's in good shape. And I love Garfield stuff. And I love Odie, so for $1, I grabbed it. This guy was a little bigger. Let's see if I can get the price on this guy here. This one was $4. I don't know if you can see it there. $3.99 at Super Thrift. This is a giant Cartman. It almost looks like a pillow. But it's in good shape. It's clean. And I don't know. I'm going to try to sell it. I'm not a massive South Park fan. But $4, I figured. It's got the tags and everything. It's Nickelodeon branded. So I'll try to sell it. This guy here was at... Now, I have to admit, the tag fell off. There it is. I did want to open it to take a look at it. It was $5.99 at Value Village. Don't normally spend that on toys, but this was a Mighty Max toy, and I had never seen this guy before. It's a big kind of like robot character, and I know with Mighty Max stuff, the little pieces are what has the value, so unfortunately this is not complete, so it's more for parts, but either way, I'll resell it for, even if I sell it for $10, I made double my money, so I had a 20% off coupon when I bought that one. Okay, and I believe we are done for non-video game pickups, so let's just jump right into video game pickups. And I had quite a few this week, from all over the place. So let's go to my stack here. The first two games, I was at the flea market, and John had, I never saw this at his booth, but he had a big section right near the bottom of Atari games, and he had $1 each. So I did not realize that I did not own Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision. I have Donkey Kong Jr., and I have this for the Atari, but I didn't have the Coleco one. So for $1, I added that to the collection. He also had this, and I couldn't tell. It looks like it's the Smurfs, but it's ripped. But I have the Smurfs, and it doesn't look like this, so I didn't know what this was, but I figured for $1, I'll just grab it. And, yeah, that's it for that one there. I did make a stop. I'll show that one after. I went to Salvation Army on Nairn, and I gotta admit, it's got to be the worst one. I've never found anything of value there. And I'm looking around, and there's this... They have their video games. It's all sports, and I'm scanning, and then this one catches my eye because I've seen it recently in groups going for a decent amount of money. And this is NFL Head Coach 09. So this does have some value. It's missing the manual, but either way, it's still there. And the price is right there. It was $4.99. At Salvation Army. So yeah, Head Coach for the PS3. I plan on just selling this because I don't collect PS3 and that title means nothing to me. I got these 4 N64 games off of a guy I know named Chris, who I know just from thrifting and in the group, and he posted these. They were $5 each. I guess he's sort of purging some of his collection. I got NASCAR 99 for the N64. This is just filler shovelware title for me. I got Jeremy McGrath's Supercross 2000 for $5. I got F1 World Grand Prix for $5. And I got Knockout Kings 2000 for $5. So thanks, Chris, for that deal. Appreciate it. Okay, so I was able to find a few more sealed Wii U games. I happened to pop into the Shoppers Drug Mart in Selkirk, and they had these. Unfortunately, one of them I own already, so I'm going to resell, but I did not own Just Dance 2017, so for $5 sealed, I figured, why not? I'll put it in my Wii U collection. For $5 sealed, I got Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U. Again, I don't own this, so I'll just add it to my Wii U collection. And this game I already own, but it has some value, and I plan on reselling it. Minecraft Wii U Edition, sealed for $5. So again, I already own this, so I'm going to sell this one. They're going for like 30, 40 bucks online sealed. So yeah, not a bad deal for that one. Neil got these two for me. I mentioned this last week, but we met up and I finally got them. So he got me a copy of Super Mario Maker sealed from Shoppers for $5. It's got the hang tab right on the top there. And he also got me sealed for $5 at Shoppers, Paper Mario Color Splash. He ended up picking a bunch for himself, but he grabbed one for me because he knows I need it for my collection. And there's the Shoppers little alarm thing there in the back. All right. These two guys, Neil and I were able to do a little bit of thrifting on the weekend, and we went to Broadway Pawn, and they do a deal where they do 5 for... Is it 5 for 20 or 5 for 15? I think it's 5 for... I can't remember now. I think it's 5 for 15. And I saw 2 Xbox games I needed, and Neil grabbed 3 games, so I gave him $5 for these. So these were $2.50 each. I got Without Warning for the original Xbox, just to add to my Xbox collection. $2.50 for a game, I'm not going to complain. And I got Pro Race Driver, both complete. Discs are good. So for $2.50 each, I'll add those to the collection. All right, the next guy I was, these two go together. I went to, Neil and I stopped in at Play and Trade, and we're looking through the games, and I saw this, and I'm like, you know what, I don't own this. It was $5.99 at Play and Trade, so $6. I got me a copy of Phantasy Star Online for the Xbox. I realize you can't play this anymore, but I still want it for my collection. Like I've said before, I might go for a complete Xbox set. And also there for $5, really hard because the price tag's faded on the back there. See if I can get it in there. Yeah, it's really, maybe you can see it there, $4.99. I got a copy of Trick Shot for the Atari 2600. I don't own this one, so adding it to my Atari collection. So there's that. All right, these all games went together, and this was another weird one. Neil and I went to Pawn Traders on Sargent, and we're looking around, and really don't see too much. And I look over on the counter, and I see this. And this is New Super Mario Brothers there. And it's sitting on the counter with a copy of Paper Mario for the Wii. And I said to the guy, how much you want on those? He goes, those ones $1 each. And I go, oh, sweet. So I crack it open, and it's empty. So I go, oh, man. It's like, whatever. So he goes, oh, is it empty? Sorry about that. I said, yeah. I said, how much are the games on the shelf there? He goes, you know what? I want them gone. $2 a game. So Neil goes, oh, $2. He grabbed some complete in box Sports Genesis games. He figures for $2, it's a pretty good deal. I grabbed some games, and here's the funny part. I go up to pay. Oh, sorry, this was also on the table that he said $1 for. So I got Lost Planet 3 for the PS3 for $1. So I come up to pay, and I have this game, and I have these 4 PS2 games, and I have this. I said, can I just throw the case in there? He goes, yeah, $5. But he charges Neil $10 for the same amount. So Neil's like, what's this guy doing? And I'm like, I don't know. So he just made up some prices. So these were $1 a game. I got Just Cause for the PS2 for $1. I have no idea where he came up with this pricing from. I got Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness. And then Neil goes, maybe it's because you're a white guy. And I'm like, the guy was Asian, Neil. If anything, he's going to benefit you. So it's like, can't even say that he was helping me out. Men in Black 2 Alien Escape. It was just a weird interaction. He was a young guy. I'd never seen him before. He might be new there. Nice guy, though. And the Plan, I believe it's called. So, yeah. $1 a game. I'll definitely add those to the collection. And then, like I said, I got the Super Mario case if I ever find a loose disc. Essentially for free. All right. Last game on the list today. A couple weeks back, if you watch one of my videos, I went to... there were 2 games I needed to finish my Wii set, Just Dance 2019, Just Dance 2020, and a friend of mine, Scott, mentioned that Toys R Us has them sealed behind the counter for $30 essentially after taxes, and I went and I bought 2020, so I went and got 2019. Nobody had bought it. It's sealed. It's still there. So Just Dance 2019. So in terms of like Wii collecting, like I still need 3 games, but one of them is it's a 2-pack of games that already exist. So I mean, a lot of people don't even consider that part of the set. One of them is a limited edition game, so it's a variant, and one of them was only a Mexican release. So I'm still looking to get those, but they're not on my radar right now. That being said, guys, I had sort of a moment this weekend. Some of you may have been following the Dr. Seuss controversy, where Dr. Seuss books were 6 of them were going to be stopped being made by Random House, the publisher. And those books have shot up in price. So I'll probably do a separate video on this because I think it's kind of cool, but I ended up selling 5 out of my 6 Dr. Seuss books because I own the whole Dr. Seuss collection, and I made a killing off of them, like an absolute killing. And I'm going to use that money to finish buying all those weird variants for the Wii set and then just banking the rest. So stay tuned. I'll probably do a video about that and just what they were going for, what I sold my copies for, because I think it's kind of a cool video to do on its own. Once again, guys, I'll post the totals up here in the corner of what I spent and what the values are. I use eBay for non-video game items, sold listings in Canadian dollars, and I use video game price charting in Canadian dollars for video game prices. And once again, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate all the support. Smash the like button, comment below. I'll try to message back as soon as I can and answer any questions or comments that you post. And as always, guys, stay safe out there, and we'll talk again soon next week. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye now.